Well, big breaking news now on the Mangaluru pub attack case of 2009, and nearly 40 members of the Sri Ram Sena who had attacked the Amnesia pub and beaten up women for drinking in the bar, calling it against Indian culture, have now been acquitted. A charge sheet was filed against 30 of those accused. Mangalore, in fact, acquitted. The court acquitted all the 40 Sri Ram Sena activists. Let's go across now to Srija joining us on the phone line. Srija, this seems like a complete failure of the system there, because it was all on video, the assault that these Sri Ram Sena so-called members in fact had carried out, and now the court in fact acquitting all of them.
Well, absolutely, Viren. In fact, this comes as a huge shocker. We understand where the court has acquitted all the 35 despite testifying as witnesses in the case. We understand that they have only because due to lack of evidence, all the 30 people were acquitted by the 3rd Judicial Magistrate of First Class Court. This is in Mangaluru. And of course, as far as Pramod Mutalik is concerned, it is a victory for them, because remember, if you remember, this case took place in the year 2009, and after several years, we understand this particular verdict is coming. And post the attack, the pro-Hindu organization had become notorious for its moral policing, and it even continues even today, because in certain districts of, especially Karnataka, the situation is pretty volatile as far as moral policing is concerned, and all of them, especially as far as activists, did in fact expect, thinking that the court, the magistrate court, would give them in fact, the punishment, high degree of punishment. But unfortunately, this comes as a huge shocker, because remember, the ghastly attack on the youngsters, this is in pub in Mangaluru by the members of Sri Ram Sena, had grabbed national headlines. This is just for moral policing. We did, of course, see how they attacked women, girls, especially who were partying in that pub on that particular fateful night, were also thrown out of the pub. Also, they were shamed and assaulted also. Now, despite all of that, we understand that right now the court has acquitted them only based on lack of evidence.
But Srija, are you able to understand from the government's lawyer as well what really happened? How did this case fall through? Because the evidence was all on camera. News channels reported across the board, and yet it seems that the government failed to provide all the evidence necessary before the court there, which would convict all these individuals.
Well, absolutely, because this attack took place on January 24, 2009, back then, and clearly it grabbed headlines, especially national attention and the party's prospects. Back then, it was the BJP which was in power Karnataka, and the party's prospects, especially in Mangaluru specifically, were dented only because of this particular attack, which was committed especially on the girls and also the men who were there in that particular pub. And we could also see this was reaching new level as far as moral policing in the coastal town is considered. But unfortunately, despite several evidences, including the statements recorded from the people, especially the girls who were also attacked and sexually also assaulted by these men, we understand that none of these evidence were enough, especially to convict, especially these accused people, is what we're given to understand.
Well, absolutely, Srija, they're reporting on that story for us. A real shocker there. The court there in Mangaluru, in fact, has now acquitted all the Sri Ram Sena members who were accused of carrying out this ghastly attack, which took place back in 2009.